Hello, my name's Autumn. I've been maintaining an altar grid for 4 years now. Um, could be going on for 5 years because prior to setting up the grid, I took a year to two to cleanse the crystals used within this grid through 2 cycles of water cleansing intense through a use of a fountain. Yeah, and so I've been documenting by taking pictures. It's just a lot. And I know it's a big, huge self journey, but it's definitely related with the collective. So many people on their own journeys right now. Collectively, we're really, well, yeah. So I keep thinking I need to start sharing this. Um, and there's a huge shift in the grid today happening. Um, this has been the energies of over the last year. I feel a big theme is celebration for all of the energies, masculine, feminine, child. At some point, we need to really celebrate and acknowledge what we've been through, what cycles we've been through, what's coming to a close, to an end, celebrate the new. And so I feel like all energies are going through a huge stripping process and rebuilding. And once you fully let go to fully become your true self, is when it all begins. And that is a huge celebration. And so my altar grid's been celebrating through flowers. I have access to rescue flowers. Last year, February started. Over a month, the grid was bringing in fresh flowers, drying on the grid, being sorted into their 7 colors, which have been used in ceremony, etc., and are still adding. So this was last February, so over a year. So the first energies to come through was feminine. Made sense. Valentine's Day, access to tons of flowers, had really good energy, just flowing through. Probably the most flowers received. This was over minimum 6 weeks. So this is my altar. I apologize, my poor camera work. It started out very simple 4 years ago after all crystals being cleansed intensely. I lined my table with selenite, this table, keeping the cleansed crystals on one side, my uncleansed crystals on another side. This process took over a year, cycled through by chakra color, starting with the root, all my crystals separated. 2 cycles. First one cycled through, there was more new rocks to go through a second full cycle. And once this was all completed, this established enough cleansed energy within this grid that now it is a cleansing altar. So all new crystals do no longer need to go through their cleansing process. They will naturally be cleansed with this altar. Cool. And so right now the fresh flowers on it is for the child. So this celebration's been going on for a couple months now. And to be honest, it's been the hardest to maintain. So adding the flowers, it's a lot of maintenance. Not all of them dry. Some of them do perish. So it's constant maintaining, sorting them. And so, to be honest, this cycle has been the hardest. And I've got the least flowers off of it. Kind of brings sorrow in my heart. This is the cycle for the child. The cycle for the masculine came in strong, maintained well. I felt like the feminine was just the most intense, being maybe the shortest with the most flowers. The masculine was really maintained well. Picture documentation all last year. Can't really quite remember the dates. Apologize about that. And then so coming in, I believe early this year, maybe the very end of last year, the celebration of the child is coming through. And it's been the hardest. And it has a lot of reflection for my own journey. And it's like our inner child work, my inner child work, my love for myself, my love for our love for our children. And, we are what we're made of and a part of our parents, and we will always be part of them. And so, they, so each generation is a product of the one before, and each one can only do as good as it knows. And so I believe a lot of that is getting shedded right now, and we are kind of going through that last really generation of the wounded parent bringing forth the wounded child and stemming from a place of trauma. And I think the big part of our journey is allowing ourselves to come back to our true selves. And now I believe in our newer generations and just knowing better and understanding the human experience better, I think we're allowing these children to step into their true selves from the get-go, and just be their authentic selves. So things are being changed, and then they will be able to bring in their generation with those groundings, because we're building constantly new foundations. And so this has been part of the reason why I feel like I needed to make this video, because I don't feel like it just pertains to me. I just want to send so much love of everyone healing their inner child. And I know doing our work does heal the past, which will heal the future. And I'm so proud of this new generation of parents out there, this new generation of everything, of just being more understanding and caring for each other, and really allowing each other to be ourselves without no judgment, without no shame, allowing that truth coming through. Okay, so last night and today I've cleansed off my previous flowers. They were all dried. I sorted them back out, and we have some new ones. So maybe we'll go through real quick with starting at our root. Fresh flowers coming through in celebration for the child. Solar plexus into the heart. Pink flowers. Our heart chakra. Blue flowers are the hardest to come by. There's a little guy right there. Into our throat chakra. Into the third eye. Into the crown. Just a quick little tour. And so yesterday at work, I knew something needed to come home with me, and it was this. And this, I confirmed wanted to be, I just instantly felt it needs to be dead center, taking the place of this jar. It's been here for, I'd say, at least 6 months. Recently topped the golden tree of abundance, heart chakra, green pyramid sitting on top. So this was the last piece to come in. This grid piece was sought out by me and my best friends for one of a ceremony trying to release dragon energies that had been trapped inside crystals. Really beautiful. Resurfaced and made way on center grid recently, actually, within the last month, couple weeks. This jar is filled with dandelion seeds that have sprouted, representing wishes, dreams, hopes for the future. So this whole jar's theme was elevating hopes and dreams and wishes. Rainbow dice, maybe you could kind of see in on the bottom, has recently made their way in, adding in the foundation of play and full spectrum. Very important. Feathers being added, recent addition to really give our wishes and dreams wings and really take flight, and which really led to the replacement today of the red rose with the pink center, centering love, grounded within our hearts, each one of us. Love center stage, fully grounded in our fields. I will set this phone down to make this placement real fast. Thank you. There we are. Really let this sit in your heart space. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.